try to make it out like
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Golden Eagles bruising running back, closing in on 1,000 yards rushing on the year. It's the Golden Eagles and the Dolphins, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Mexico City Golden Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they interplay in this one. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for Mexico City, our visitors, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Operating from the gun. Norton. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Norton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Dolphin football. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. It's long. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Second and goal from the 1. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. And this is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. To throw on 3rd down, Norton. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. Open net is Waddle, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice. Ready up.
Tua now on 1st down. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going. Come on, set.
They'll run with McKissick. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. McKissick again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6th. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week.
19 carries, 73 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one is incomplete. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at the 34. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted,
Derek Stingley picks it.
Parker, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Norton. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's go now.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23.
But he's a lot from the back. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
To throw on 2nd down, Norton.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, That's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, Tagovailoa. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A carry now for McKissick. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to pass. Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Desmond King back deep. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin the drive with Williams. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Off the play fake. Norton. And his throw is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Norton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. (10-3) our score after 1 here on EA Sports. On to the 2nd quarter. Mexico City in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Norton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Open man left side is the tight end long. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Down.
To throw again on second down. Tua. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
Yellow, Smith, red.
Here's McKissick. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Yellow, line, check right.
They'll go again with McKissick. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On play action, here's Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he lost the football. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game. Such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Tua now, 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Corey Davis from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On second down, Williams. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. Norton. Screen play set up for Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hill. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ready, go.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. A throw to the flat here for McKissick. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to get this to the 31. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. Two minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll just get rid of it. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Gould is good, and the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw on second down. Norton eluding the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Cameron Johnston now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now Hill to return it. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Tua going to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They complete it to Hill. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of...
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass. Let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 35 yards that time on the punt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. John Mechie. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Golden Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua sets up to pass it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought. I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Let's go now. Hey,
from the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Norton. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Dolphins offense returning to the field.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to pass. Tua. Completes it to Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Play action. Now it's Tua. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. The kick by Gold is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On third down, Norton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on here to punt it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he works free. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel. Yeah,
they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On first down, Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just a yard to go here on second down. On second down, they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Check right.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. 78 yards on the ground here for McKissick, and a first down coming up. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Here we go.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Now Tua on the bootleg here. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt.
The kick by Gould is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Norton. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. To throw on third down. Norton got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing on first down. Norton to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Back to throw again. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
look to throw again.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
Miami set to take over.
Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And going deep for Hill. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Norton. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw. Norton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. This offense on third down today, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be third and a mile. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This ball caught by Mechie.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 16. A little under 1:50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. 2nd and long. Right side completes to Mechie. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
Okay, ready?
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Down to an Eagles Tua, and that should just about do it. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Miami, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for our visitors, we'll see how this affects their play.